Hey guys, what's up? It's Vicious here and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to download SpooferPro on your iOS device. Now it's actually very easy, you just have to follow along. I'll be showing you guys how to install it, and I'll also be showing you guys some of the features that come with the Elite key. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing that you need to install is FLEKSTORE. You can go to FLEKSTORE.com on your Safari browser, click the share button with the bottom right corner, the three dots there, and then add that to the home screen. That will install the FLEKSTORE application, which actually has a ton of different applications. It's like an alternative app store. Obviously, you can't download SpooferPro off the regular iOS app store, and that's what FLEKSTORE here is covering the gap for that. So click SpooferPro, and then you're going to be able to sign application. Now, to sign an application, it costs $16 US, but that gives you a full year of access. So it's just over $1 per month. I think it's very reasonable. And obviously, if your application, the license gets revoked, you can actually contact FLEKSTORE support, and they will give you a brand new license to make sure that you are covered for the whole year. So $16 US for a whole year gives you the license, and you'll be able to download SpooferPro. Now, SpooferPro free is pretty good already, actually. You get to teleport around for free. You get to access feeds for free. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the premium version. So once you purchase the SpooferPro license from FLEKSTORE, link down below in the description, by the way, you will be able to access SpooferPro. So install SpooferPro and start up Pokémon GO. Now, make sure you log in to Pokémon GO. And then if you have any issues with logging in, just restart the application. Sometimes it can be a little bit buggy, especially on new releases. One thing I want to mention before we get straight into the whole Shazam of what actually is in SpooferPro, one common question that I get is, hey, why does it take so long for the license to be signed? It does take a bit of time. It can take up to 24 hours and up to 72 hours, although very rarely, usually within the first 12, it's signed and you're able to download it and you're good to go. And also, if Pokemon Go has a forced update, that will actually push back the release times for SpooferPro, the modified application. So anytime there's a forced update, it's going to take a little bit of time before that update gets pushed onto FLEKSTORE. So with that in mind, let's get straight into the spoofing. So the first thing here is you get to configure the menu. This is the quick menu. You can change your inventory, the home, the speed change, all this kind of stuff. It's really, really nice. The one that you're going to want to add here is the hunter button. I'm not sure if that comes up in the default, but you can press the add at the top right there, and you should be able to add hunter. There's like there's a catch Pokemon toggle actually as well. So that's really cool. Spin PokéStops toggle as well. So we'll try that after this. So there's a bunch of stuff there that you can configure. Show encounter options here is something that's very important. You're going to want to make sure you have all of this stuff on. Excellent throws, curveballs, AR expert handler, enable enhanced throw, of course, and then of course freeze Pokemon, fast catch, and force throw. I think a lot of those you get with the free version of SpooferPro. So the Elite key gives you, not too much over that, but there's some other features that are definitely set it apart. Item settings here. This is your standard stuff, basically allows you to pick how much of each item you want to keep in your inventory. Scanner options, here we have shiny Pokemon, so it'll give you a notification and scan on your map when there's a shiny Pokemon, and then it'll let you know that there's a shiny Pokemon for you to catch. There's also the catcher options. This is pretty straightforward. I think it's just for the auto catcher. It will catch those kind of Pokemon. Quick feed, very typical. It's a global feed. Show battle options. This is basically, I'm not sure if the rocket battle actually works. We can try it later maybe. I doubt it works because most applications don't have it right now, but it could. Shows transfer options. Here is basically just the auto transfer. So obviously if you're catching a bunch of Pokemon very, very quickly, you don't want to keep everything. This will basically select stuff to keep in your inventory and then get rid of the rest. Show spinner options. Spin all gyms, spin all PokéStops. Fantastic. Okay, show tap options. I have double tap to teleport because I find the single tap makes you just teleport everywhere accidentally. Not the most ideal setup, so I have double tap to teleport there. Enable fake location. I wouldn't even enable joystick if you have the Elite version or Premium because you just tap to teleport anywhere. I've never used joystick. Notifications, I have that turned off just because it uses so that it doesn't use as much stuff. Enable library previews there. Turn off the scanner. Inventory stats I have on. Fast map loading I have on. And yeah, you can kind of just copy my settings here, to be honest. Pro options. So obviously I have the Elite key here, but Pro options comes bundled in with that. So you get the enable auto catch. You get enable berry feeding. The auto spinner, enable fast rocket battle and fast trainer battles, really useful. Fast spin, fast gifting, spawn booster, skip animation, street walk. I don't know what enable street walk is, to be honest, but double tap to teleport, that's the one I was talking about earlier. Force transfer, yep, and then there's a bunch of auto stuff that's really, really good. And yeah, you can kind of just copy all this stuff, to be honest. Now, so the elite options is actually where it gets really crazy. So enable auto claim quests. So that's fantastic, right? So every completed quest, it'll automatically claim everything for you. Auto gym battle is also really good. We'll show that later. Auto raid battle is really good as well. Basically means when you get into a raid, it'll automatically battle for you, dodge for you. I'm not sure. I don't think it catches at the end for you, but it will automatically raid for you. And then for the auto gym battle, it actually fights gyms for you. This is not very common, actually, even on rooted Android. Like, Pokemon does not have auto gym battle because I guess they think it's too OP. But SpooferPro said, fuck that, we're doing it. And auto gym battles is built in. So auto max battles, classic, right? Enable auto rocket battle. I don't know. We will have to try that. I'm not sure if it works. Let's turn it on. Fast raids, really good. Auto post cards. The enable hunter button is really good. This is for shundo hunting. So you can actually shundo hunt, by the way, in SpooferPro elite key. So it's actually really OP. And then, yeah, so that's it. So to enable elite key, you have to pay 20 Canadian, whatever that is in US dollars. I think it's like 10 US dollars. For some reason, Canadian dollars just gets absolutely screwed in the exchange rate there. But 10 US dollars, and you can do it through Patreon, I'm pretty sure. I did it through Patreon and it was 20 Canadian. I think if you buy like through their key like hub thing, it's a little bit cheaper because there's no Patreon fees. So if you're, if you want to do that instead, you'll save a little bit of money. But yeah, it's 20 Canadian, right? And 10 US dollars for elite options on top of the license that you're getting from FLEKSTORE. So it's not the cheapest thing in the world. But 12 US dollars, maybe 11 US dollars. I think that's okay for a spoofer. It's pretty darn good. I'm gonna be showing you guys why, right? So as you can see here, we are currently, we're currently catching stuff already. As you can see here, we're catching. We have not stopped catching this whole time. This whole video, I've just been catching stuff, right? And these are excellent throw catches. So this will boost up your XP like never before. And this is so much better than any other auto catcher out there, just because those are typically virtual Go pluses. And so, whoa, double Dialga. But typically you don't get excellent throws. Typically they don't even use anything other than, the red Pokeballs there. But here we're using Great Balls, we're using Ultra Balls. We are feeding them Pineapple Berries. You can also, and there's, just so much more, right? You can generate roots. This is my favorite way to play this is you basically let it AFK farm for you. So you click the root button there, click generate root, and then walk root, and it'll do it. Okay, so the auto rocket battle is actually happening right now as we're playing. I didn't even realize. So the auto rocket battle is going on right now, just as I leave that screen. And yeah, we're fighting the rocket battles right now. I don't think you get to pick a team. I think it just picks a team for you, and whatever is recommended is whatever you can do. I think the Garchomp is mine. I'm fighting the Toucanon. Yeah, 2 KOs on the enemy team. They're kind of cooked, to be honest. Well, now we have our Mewtwo out there fighting against this Toucanon. Surely we can get the dub. And I wonder if it'll auto catch. Actually, we'll check there. Okay, Team Go Rocket won. It's now going to move on, and we'll check the logs right here. Journal. Shadow Taillow was caught. So, wow, that's very impressive, right? So this grunt feature actually fights these grunts for you using whatever is recommended, unfortunately. So you actually do need like relatively powerful Pokemon, but it'll fight them for you and then catch it at the very end. So very, very impressive stuff. I'm going to turn that off. We're not going to do the raid. We're going to see if we can showcase the automatic gym battling here. So we're going to get into a gym battle here. And typically, these spoofing apps don't let you do automatic gym battles, but as you can see here, it's automatically tapping the screen and attacking, and it'll use the fast attacks as well as the charge attacks, no problem. So Elite Key is genuinely eliting right now. That's great. What is the next feature? So the next feature I wanted to test, right? So we have the auto catcher, which is really good, and you can just run a GPX route for wherever you are. That's really fire. I would also recommend doing that like a combi nest. Then you get tons and tons of Stardust, right? The other thing that you can do is you can do a Shundo Hunter. So how do you do the Shundo Hunter? I need to make sure I click the right icon here because I don't remember which one it is. Is it this one? Is this the feeds? No. Which one is it? It's global? Yeah, this one. So Okay, so you can create filters, you can filter for like specific Pokemon. And here you go. I have one named Shundo Hunt. And this is for the old, I think this is for the old event that was going on. And basically you can edit one of the filters by clicking the edit button. You can click like only costume Pokemon, only boosted Pokemon. You can set the IV range. So if you only want Shundos, make it 100 to 100. And then at the bottom here, you can add preferred Pokemon and then select whatever Pokemon you want. Once you've done that, you click the hunt button and it'll automatically teleport you basically throughout that feed. So as new Hundo Pokemon come up, it'll make sure it checks them. As you can see there, we've teleported somewhere. We're going to check the Pokemon. If it's not a shiny, we're not going to catch it. It also keeps track of cooldown. So, okay, Stamperelli, nice. So we're going to check this Pokemon. This is not the Shundo. What the fuck? This is the Shundo. All right. So not the Shundo, but the Hundo, right? So it's going to check Hundo Pokemon for you. And then when it finds a Shundo, it'll catch it after the cooldown ends. All right, so we've tried some great features here, right? We have the Auto Rocket Battle, super impressive. We have the Auto Gym, really good. Auto Catcher, also really good. The Shundo Hunter, fantastic. The final thing that's really, really nice about this is you can actually swipe away from Pokemon Go and it'll keep doing this in the background. So if you have like a 17 and it's decent battery life, like I do, you can just leave Pokemon Go running in the background while you're doing other stuff. You're trying to watch a YouTube video, trying to watch my YouTube videos with SpooferPro running in the background, you can do that. And it's actually, if you scroll to the bottom here, it's one of the things that they have here, enable background mode. So you can keep doing that even while you're doing something else completely unrelated to Pokemon Go. So you can keep grinding even when the screen is off. You can keep grinding even when the screen is on something else. All right, that's going to be the entire video. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, obviously leave them down in the comments below. Please leave a like if this video helped you out or sort of showed you something that you didn't know before. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. And if you want shinies, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.